It's Friday, December 20th, 2013, and let's talk about what happened all this week over at xdadevelopers.com. First up, as the usual for the last few weeks, couple of months, there were a lot of updates that came out this week. The brand new LG G Pad 8.3 Google Play Edition and the Sony Z Ultra Google Play Edition both received updates to Android 4.4.2 over the air. The over the air update links have been made available through portal posts. I'll have the links to both of those down in the video description. Specifically, one thing to point out about the Sony Z Ultra is the uninstall bug where you couldn't uninstall any apps. I heard about that briefly here and there, and that's not a good one. So great that the update got pushed out so quickly and that it fixes this bug that was... Why did this ever actually make it out? Additionally, it came out this week that the Korean LG G2 would be receiving KitKat by the end of the year. France would be receiving it in late January, and then Canada would get it in the first quarter of 2014. Still waiting to hear when the US is officially going to be getting it because I have an LG G2 sitting here that would love some KitKat on it. But anyway, back to the actual updates. Motorola is on the ball yet again, rolling out the update to KitKat to the Droid Mini, Ultra, and Max. And additionally, as of today, the Moto G is going to be receiving 4.4.2 over the air. So if you have one of these new $199 or less devices, definitely be on the lookout for that update. There's a part of me that's still kicking myself for not getting that because it would make an excellent test device, just the sort of mid-range specs of it, and realistically it would make an excellent backup phone. So $180 to $200 for something that, while it's not 4G, is definitely very impressive and now has KitKat running on it. And while they were busy rolling out these over-the-air updates to all of their different devices, Motorola also released the source code for the Moto X. And the links provided are for 3 different builds that are available. They are for 3 different carriers, so do make sure to look at that before trying to flash anything to your device. Make sure that you're picking the right one. And now we move on to the Android 4.3 updates because these are starting to roll out more and more often as well. So this week we saw Android 4.3 start to roll out to the Sony Xperia Z1 and the Xperia Z Ultra. And supposedly from another story, there is a rollout imminent for the Xperia Z, ZL, ZR, and the Tablet Z. It's not entirely guaranteed. There are still rumors coming out about it, but hopefully we will see these devices actually receive 4.3, and honestly, let's just get to 4.4. That's kind of where everybody else is heading. I will say it's nice to get the devices updated, period, but it would be nice to get them updated to the latest code as opposed to, oops, we're 4 months late and here's old code, have fun with it. And of course this week the Verizon HTC One finally received its Android 4.3 update. I can confirm this because my wife's Verizon HTC One actually received the over-the-air update. The link for this over-the-air update has been captured and made available over on a portal post, and a couple of Samsung Android 4.3 updates went out, specifically to the AT&T Galaxy Note 2 and to the Verizon Galaxy S3. And guess what, the Verizon Galaxy S3 update, it comes with Knox and bloatware and... Wait, that's not a great thing now, is it? Either way, nice to see newer software coming to these devices, and hopefully, of course, it'll be just a matter of time before they get ripped apart and all of these things that people don't really want get taken out to give you a cleaner experience that is up to date, close to stock but not entirely, things like that. And moving on away from Android updates and onto other things, a Google Glass update came out this week. The update is known as XE12 and it brings some interesting features like Google Hangouts and the ability to take photos with a wink, so you can kind of do that and take a photo. I would actually demonstrate it, but I just don't have Glass because I can't justify paying $1,500 for that yet, unfortunately. But if you do have Glass, of course you should go ahead and receive this update, and additionally, I don't think it was mentioned in the story, but there is now an iOS app that goes along with Glass, so if you've been waiting to get Glass because you are an iOS user, now you might be considering it. Or if you've been considering a switch back to iOS and you are a Glass user and you were kind of avoiding it because of that, now you have one less reason to not switch. And additionally, just to get off the beaten path a little bit, there was some more leaked information that came out about Windows Phone 8.1 and some of the potential features that are going to be coming along with that. Specifically things like a notification center, which honestly Windows Phone has been lacking. A centralized search assistant, kind of like Siri, kind of like Google Now, but this one's going to be called Cortana, so I guess it sort of goes along with Halo, maybe? Maybe I've missed something there. There's even supposed to be some new things added in, like on-screen buttons, like at the bottom of Android that we've had for a little while now, and VPN support, and independent volume controls, and again, things that have been in other OSs for a little while now, but still, Windows Phone has started to make a bit of a comeback, and it's with these low-end devices like the Nokia Lumia 520 and 521 that I think we're starting to see more of a resurgence of Windows Phone. I honestly have not looked into the forums just to see if there's really any development being done on it, so I'd be curious to see what you guys have to think about some of these updates that are going to be coming out. Personally, I've used Windows Phone 8 here and there. I've got a Lumia 521 and I do enjoy using it, although I'm missing all the real Google services on it. It's still not a bad experience. So I'm interested to see how Windows Phone 8.1 turns out. I'm using Windows 8.1 on a desktop and it's not a bad experience at all as well. So hopefully maybe there'll be a little more convergence there. I know that's sort of the key word when it comes to mobile nowadays, is convergence between the desktop and the mobile. But anyway, just to wrap things up, 3 of their videos were posted to XDA Developer TV this week. The first one was another XDA Exposed Tuesday where TK talked about app ops and how to get it through the exposed framework. Then I made a video reviewing the Oppo N1, and then TK did another Android app review talking about redirect and redirecting your files using that. But that is going to be about all from me for today. Remember, if you like this video, you can always hit that thumbs up button down below the video. We definitely appreciate that. Subscribe to receive our content as soon as it becomes available. Thank you so much for watching though, and I will see you again on Monday.